So this is hardest parts about recovery, and this is part 3. So something I find myself doing, not all the times, but frequently, like especially when certain things don't go right, or when things get stressful, or when things in life just don't work out, and it makes you really upset, I find my brain and myself glamorizing my days of active addiction. Now, the reason I do that and the reason that happens is because back when I was using, I was numbed to my emotions. So I didn't feel the emotions that I have to feel today. I didn't have to feel that frustration. I didn't have to worry about that type of frustration. And I didn't have to deal with it in the ways and like I have to deal with it today, because the drugs would numb any emotions that I was feeling at the time. What happens, especially in early recovery, if you don't have the coping mechanisms, or you're just finding it difficult, is because your brain, when something goes wrong, or you're feeling some type of emotion that you're not, some type of emotion or bad emotion, your brain wants immediate relief. So what is your brain used to? Your brain's used to doing that drug to get that relief. So the first thing your brain's going to go back to is, oh, I need to use that substance. I want to use that substance again to be able to escape these emotions. Because that's what you're used to doing, is just smoking that drug to numb that emotion so you don't have to feel it. So that's what your brain's automatically going to go back to and automatically want to do, because it automatically wants quick relief. So recently I have found myself doing that, and my brain doing that, glamorizing that lifestyle and saying, hey, look, it was easier when you were using because you didn't have to feel this way, and you didn't have to deal with this, and you didn't have to deal with that. So my brain automatically says, oh yeah, you know what, you're right. Yeah, I didn't have to feel that. I didn't have to feel this way. I didn't have to worry about this or this or this. But then I remind myself about the horrible times that I also spent in addiction, and the times that weren't so glamorous that outweigh the times that were glamorous. And I just try and reflect on that, and reflect what I already have and the people that I have in my life, and that keeps me steady. But I do want to eventually work on these thoughts not coming up at all, and maybe that will happen over time. I'm sure that happens with certain practices, like practicing on regulating emotions. There's programs you can take and stuff like that. Now, I didn't realize that this was still an issue up until now, because these thoughts hadn't really started occurring that often until now. Maybe it's because more things are coming up in life and life's getting a bit more stressful. That can happen too, and these thoughts are normal to occur. So let me know what you guys think